Hey guys, Paul here, vlog week 2, day 3. So Wednesday. So today, training wise, was a short day. Joined a different gym. Just the vibe wasn't it at the other gym. And so the gym's closer, more convenient, better for daycare. So win win win. So the lesson there is the vibe, or you're not enjoying the place that you go to train. Like you should probably find a place that you enjoy going to train. It will improve adherence. It'll improve everything. Every kind of outcome you're looking for in a training program is better when you enjoy where you're going, what you do. So that's definitely a key consideration. I talked about this a little bit yesterday with adjusting my program based around that. Okay, so based around the fact I'm not really getting anything physiologically out of the glycolytic emphasis weeks, and I'm not enjoying it as much. I'd say for shoulders, like I don't actually mind it for shoulders, but for other body parts, it's just not as much productive training. Shoulders seem to do quite well productive training with higher rep anyway. So I might keep some elements of it towards the end of the sessions, but nothing at the forward. Now, in terms of business development today, so really nutting out this like 1 year turnaround for MPC and all the different things there. So it's really, really fun doing all that kind of stuff, planning it out, working out what we need to do and actually executing that. Also made some good headway with another massive gym chain, getting MPC into bed, doing some mentoring. So happy with that. Trip booking down to Melbourne soon enough to cover that. What I wanted to touch on from the business perspective is I did this a little bit the other day when I talked about pausing the VA program and pausing the MPC certified coach program simply due to demand and resources. Like the demand on my resources has been too much for me to be able to give everything to everything. And today I put a whole bunch of rules on my mentoring students and how to reach out to me and also my training clients. And the reason for that is really, really simple. You can't answer you can answer every question that you get. You absolutely can. It just becomes really hard. It becomes really overwhelming. It's a really hard thing to do to get everything sorted out all the time. And it's really hard to answer every student's questions if they're all in new spots, they're all in new places. It's a lot of tracking down things and stuff gets missed, and it's not necessarily anyone's fault because there's not clear guidelines. So with my students, I set a bunch of clear guidelines today to make my life a hell of a lot easier. The reason for that is I think it's important to have boundaries, and what you say no to is more important than what you say yes to a lot of the time. And I need to say no to being constantly available for my students, and then also to enforce a high level of professionalism in them. PTs aren't really known for being professionals, which is problematic, and we need to fix that. And if I'm not holding my students accountable to a certain standard, I can't expect them to do the things that I need them to do. It's very, very important to do that. So I gave them a whole bunch of rules today that I want them to follow, that I want them to stick to, that I want them to do to get the best possible outcomes. Because it's the exact same thing as training. If I don't see check-in forms, I can't give feedback on progress because I don't know shit. If I know what's going on in someone's business, I can give actionable real-time feedback on what they need to do to get a better result to achieve the outcome that they want to achieve. And a lot of the time, a lot of personal trainers, and this isn't just my students, this is personal trainers, when I ask them anywhere, like, what their numbers are, they don't know that stuff. And that stuff is super important to know, because if you know that stuff, it is such an easier way to be able to give real tangible advice to people to help them get the outcomes that they want. So that was today, guys. A pretty simple day. Nothing really fancy. Really seeing everything kicking the gear hard on Friday. With more updates, it's just a short one today. So remember, saying no is more important than saying yes. I'll see you soon.